What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. Furthermore, jumping into today's episode, we will be discussing a couple interesting topics. One, we will be looking at Apple and Tesla shares on blockchain, and could it be the potential next big thing for cryptocurrency, as well as discussing Litecoin's next move. Are we going to expect a sudden dip within Litecoin, or are we going to start to see it take off right now? That is the big question. As you guys know, in yesterday's video, I discussed that I did sell off part of my position at the $40 level when we were up double digits, and I will explain a little bit more in today's episode as to why I did that. So if you want to find out more about why I did so, make sure to stay tuned throughout the entire episode. Let's just dive right in. So I'm on the current coin market cap, and as you guys can see, market cap is 136.6, 24-hour volume is 16.2, and Bitcoin dominance is 51.8%. I do apologize if I do sound a little congested. I am getting over a cold, so just be mindful of that. But otherwise, market cap is 136.6, so I'm honestly not really seeing much of a change at all, besides maybe a slightly increasing Bitcoin dominance. But otherwise, we're really not seeing much movement at all. I guess another day of consolidation, pretty much going back to where we were 2 days ago, at the top of a semi-bullish run. As you guys can see, top 10 cryptos, 4 out of the 10 are in red. Tron making the biggest leap out of the top 10 coins today, up 10.4%. The rest of them are actually not really doing that well at all. About a 1 to 2% difference in either direction. Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash are all in the red, as well as Bitcoin SV. But Litecoin is actually back in number 6 spot, which is actually looking fairly well. We're seeing a lot more move today compared to Stellar, which is why we overtook that. Not really by much, 10 million, on actually 9 million market cap to be exact. But Stellar, Tether, EOS, Bitcoin are all up like 0.3, 0.4%, while all the other coins are pretty much down. If not, Litecoin is the only one that's up 4. So rest of the market kind of mediocre right now. Not really seeing much changes at all. If anything, we're actually about even. Honestly, there's about even amount of coins that are up compared to the even amount down. You see what I mean? By Holo up 18, but Bagheera down 15. So about even 50-50, I'd like to say. Moving though on to today's topic, I wanted to discuss Apple and Tesla. I thought this was an interesting article. It's actually on CNBC, so a pretty big website. As it says, as I scroll down, this was published today. It says the key points: security tokens, digital versions of financial securities like stocks, bonds, are becoming new buzzwords in cryptocurrency. Analysts and executives in the industry see security tokens as a development that could reinvigorate the cryptocurrency space. A key difference setting security tokens apart from the cryptos is that they are asset-backed and fall within regulatory parameters, experts say. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of news that are still, behind cryptocurrency. It's not old, it's not dying out. Yes, it might have slightly less media attention, but it's still highly talked about. It says on Monday, DX Exchange, an Estonia-based crypto firm, launched a trading platform that lets investors buy shares on popular NASDAQ-listed companies, including Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Netflix, indirectly through security tokens. That's pretty cool, if you ask me, being able for now crypto to buy into stocks. It's a very interesting take, not an idea that not many people have thought of. Each token is backed by one share of the company's traders want to invest in, and entitles them to the same cash dividends, which is also interesting. The crypto community has been talking about security tokens for well over a year now without much progress, so we think that an impact like this will be huge. And then says, by tokenizing stocks of some of the biggest publicly traded companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, and more, we are opening an untapped market of millions of old and new traders around the globe, cutting the middleman. So that's what I wanted to discuss. That is actually huge to see that we're now able to access Google, Amazon, Facebook, these big stocks, within crypto too. Very interesting, switch. There is a video. If you go on CNBC, you will find that video. I don't want to play it because I will be getting the yellow demonetized a cash symbol, so I don't want to do that. But it says investors will be able to trade digital stocks around the clock, even after markets close, which is another huge, interesting controversy. The ability to trade around the clock with a range of currencies offers investors both convenience and liquidity. Dan Doney, co-founder of chief executive of FinTech and Securrency, told CNBC by email over the weekend. But Doney questioned whether DX's exchange was sound on the regulatory front. We're unsure, if even skeptical, of DX Exchange's model because we don't think that it's accessible to list tokenized shares of companies without shareholders' consent. That's also interesting too. Will these other people who are already invested in the company like enjoy or approve of the fact that you can now be purchasing them, around the clock and through other people? Like you have to get their permission, I'd assume. Furthermore, moving on to Litecoin on Coinbase. Yes, I read a lot of you guys' comments. You guys are very controversial on whether or not it was smart of me to sell my position. That is my opinion. That is why I do this. I'm pretty much showing you my personal investments and my strategies, and you guys are totally, allowed to make your own statements and general ideas on how I trade. That's why I made this YouTube channel. So I do appreciate all those who are pro and against it. It does give me good feedback. So why I sold this is because, yes, on the 4-hour charts, we looked very nice. There was really good room to want to sell off. We broke bullish from the uptrend, the ascending triangle. The important thing to note, though, was the fact that Litecoin became overbought on the 4-hour charts. That is why that is why I sold. Yes, I sold up at 39.40. Yes, I know we did go higher today, but being at 39.40, we were extremely overbought. Trading at almost 80 on the RSI is a huge red flag to me, which is why I thought we were going to pull back down, and we did exactly that. No, it wasn't a huge pullback all the way to 35 on the RSI, but it was a sure as crap pullback. That's what I was anticipating. Yes, we did go higher, but you can also see that at this current price level, we are also overbought. We are at 72, which is overbought for Litecoin. So that is another indicator that we are most definitely going to pull back, and that's what happened right now. Another thing to note, another key important thing to look at, is when we did shoot up to 41.27, yes, we retested the green band on the RSI, but we were nearing overbought. We are so close to overbought that this is a sketchy region. Even if we did get up enough volume to push us into $42, $43, we would become overbought on Litecoin's daily, and that is an indicator that, again, a pullback is needed. So that is why I took the time and took the thought process to sell off part of my position at that level. That is why I did that. You guys are totally allowed to take that with a grain of salt, whether or not you guys wanted to sell part of your position. I did buy in fairly low. I bought in at around, it was around $27, December 27th at around 27, sold at $4.39. So I do think that is a good position, and at least in mine, that's a full gainer, with very little risk. That is why I did that. Again, sorry for the sniffles. I wish I could edit all of them out, but it'd be annoying. So I am getting over a cold, like I said. So I do think it is possible for us to go up slightly higher. There's little wiggle room on Litecoin's daily, but on the 4-hour and pretty much on the daily, we are nearing, if not overbought already. So that is an indicator that we're most definitely going to pull back ever so slightly. We are making good progress, though. I will buy back in very soon, and I will tell you when I will buy back in. That's basically based on Bitcoin. Litecoin seems to be it kind of reversed with what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin used to be the one that, led the movement, and then Litecoin followed it. Seems like the other way around. Litecoin just broke out of its ascending triangle first. You can see right here. Then we popped up to the high-low MMA. It seems like that is exactly the opposite of what Bitcoin's doing. Litecoin is foreshadowing what Bitcoin is going to do most definitely. So that gives me an indicator that in the next couple of days, we could see a potential pop within Bitcoin, and that is when I would buy back in. So we'd see this movement here, then a pop. Just like that, retesting the high-low MMA like what Litecoin did. So that is why I am holding off on my investment right now. Could this be an ever so bigger uptrend? I do want to extend this because it is possible that this could be a bigger uptrend. So we could see a couple more days of consolidation. We could see at least another week and a half of consolidation within Litecoin. It's potential. It's semi similar to Bitcoin's move. So I do think Bitcoin is going to consolidate further, and we are going to see a pop in Bitcoin, or we could see a break in Bitcoin. We're going to wait to invest in when we see that movement happen. If in fact we do break above around 4,000, $50, I think that would be a good time to invest, and then we can ride this wave up because there's a huge massive resistance there, and as soon as we break that, that's a huge sure sign we're going to 4,700, at least retesting that high-low MMA. So I will buy in at around this price and then sell off right around here. So I'm selling off here, but I would buy in as soon as we break that yellow band. Once that yellow band has been broken, that is when I'm going to buy in. So that is my call, and that is what I'm going to do. The reason I'm not investing right now is because it's possible this could be a retested resistance and we don't break it, and then we fall lower to $3,600. It's very possible, and obviously then I would be not making money. So we're going to wait to see what happens here, what this play is, and then we'll follow through with that. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum is also having an uptrend right now. You can see it is also facing resistance. Not only is it on the daily nearing overbought, but it's also nearing its high-low MMA. So we're seeing a lot of resistance, not only from the green band, but also from the yellow resistance line. So if you guys bought at 80 and you have yet to take profits, strongly invest that. That is what I did. Do what you want. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is my opinion on that. Do with it, like I said, what you want with it, do it as you will. But that was definitely a very nice run to make double your money, and now is a good time to cash out, and then we'll start to find a better buy-in later on. Lastly, to end today's episode, XRP, man. I don't know what XRP is doing, but it is looking very interesting on the shorter term. Looking on it as a daily, we've had about 3 weeks now, if not 2.5 weeks, of just consolidation, no volatility, no movement, no volume, sideways trading, below its high-low MMA, below its green band. Very interesting if you ask me. And like I said in the past couple of videos, XRP is going to make a break. It's just a matter of when. I do think it's going to be very soon. Whether it breaks up, breaks down, that's what we will find out, and we will, do with it and try to track it and try to call it before it happens. But I do think it's going to be very soon. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode, guys. I'm sorry if this wasn't the best episode. I am getting over a cold. I apologize. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share with your buddies. We're trying to get this channel to 10,000 so I can do a giveaway. So it'd be nice if you guys could help me. We've already gained around 250 subs this past week, which is phenomenal. I do appreciate that. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.